How did your high school crush end up in life? She was a mom of 2 kids. I have no idea who the father was, but she overdosed on what I assume is heroin, though the town paper doesn't officially say. She is the 3rd person in my high school class of only 90 kids to pass from this. She was a smart and pretty girl who brightened any room. I was in shock when I heard. Don't do drugs, people. He grew up in a broken family, and both of his parents were addicts. They divorced when he was 4 or 5. His parents remained addicts. In high school, his mom was arrested and ended up in prison on a 10-year sentence for drugs and child neglect. After graduation, he didn't go to college. He worked at a bar for a few years before going into real estate, which turned out to be his passion. He's now working as an operations manager for a nationwide real estate company, making 6 figures while his wife is a stay-at-home dog-cat mom and working on her own small business. I'm his wife. Life is good. Not everyone in the comments marrying their crush distraught-faced with tightly closed eyes. Became a neurosurgeon with a very good-looking wife plus 2 children. He was a super sweet and nice guy to all with really good looks. All the girls were smitten. She failed out of engineering and that's the last I saw of her. I found out that a while later that she went back for accounting. Ended up in NYC working for Deloitte. We're from rural Canada. I think she did pretty well for herself. She got married, had 2 kids, and sadly died of cancer. What a sweet girl she was. I was so sad for her husband and kids, still sad about it. He disappeared off social media, moved somewhere really remote and hasn't kept in touch with any of his many friends for some reason. Last I heard, not married and no kids. He died. He went in for a common surgery, some kind shoulder rotator cuff thing, and developed a pulmonary embolism. It can happen to anyone after surgery. He went to recovery, was discharged from the hospital 2 days later, then died in his sleep that night at home. He was 35 years old. He co-owned a local Irish restaurant and pub with his best friend. Never married, no kids, but adored his siblings' children. He was a dick when we were young, but grew up to be a pretty nice guy. We are married. He is snoring on the bed behind me while I'm on Reddit, lol. It still blows my mind that I ended up with him. They straight up zero presence on the internet after high school. Cannot find them on any social media whatsoever, so honestly I have no idea. Meth addict with 3 kids from different fathers. Bullet dodged. Turned out we were both gay. Most hilarious breakup I've ever had. Hands down the best, but we fell out of touch. But yeah, he said something along the lines of, I don't know how I feel about kissing women, but I have enjoyed sex with men, and I gotta say I felt about the same way reversed. Every man I've ever thought I liked has been extremely gay. And I didn't start dating women until after high school. Overdosed. She passed away in a car accident a month before we were to be married. We started dating when we were 16. She passed away at 19. I'm 64 and still a day hasn't went by that haven't cried for her. She was my everything. She is a doctor, unmarried, living a happy life. I am happy for her. She died last week. Cancer. 40. Left a son. Went to star on a reality dating show. Married to an army officer. I happen to know the guy. I still pray to God for her happiness. Married to her for 41 years and going strong. She's the love of my life and my best friend in the world. Red heart. Dating me 18 years after we graduated. We've been together for 6 years now.